Before this episode starts, guys, remember we have got an extra exclusive episode every single week that you can catch over on Patreon.
Just click the link below and you can join in with our episode on a Monday, a Wednesday, watch both of them and also join our chat forums.
Click the link below and follow us on Instagram and TikTok too. Oh, also, you can change your icon on Patreon as well, so mine is black with pink sparkles.
Do mine, please.
I will do yours.
Hi! Welcome back to the main ep of Girls Overheard, and we're wearing our Christmas jumpers. By the way, please, before this goes any further, if you are watching, then just know that Lauren was the most prepared today and already had her Christmas sweater from last year. Me and Ailey did not. So it's not that you're left out. It's just
I'm
that
over-prepared.
It's just you're over-prepared.
There were two left in Poundland.
There was two left in Poundland.
I still can't believe this is a Poundland number.
Absolute bargain, man.
What a steal.
And not scratchy in the slightest.
Not scratchy.
It's very festive.
Sizing's probably a bit off because we're in double XLs and it fits perfectly.
Also,
but
Fits like a glove.
is this the bit where we were like shallow hell? We're like, I mean, it should never have fit. We look and they're like Homer Simpson crop tops with the belly hanging out.
They are cute.
pretty happy with that.
Very cute.
We do need to find you one though. Can you imagine me going to the checkout? The guilt.
As long as I was
Fine
thought
too.
of, it's fine.
Always thought of.
With
It's
a
always
similar
essential.
vibe anyway. It's colourful and
Yes.
patterned.
I just didn't get the dark denim memo.
This looks really like Lauren's been left out and it makes me feel so sad.
We should at least have switched seats, I think.
It's fine.
It's
Talking
fine.
of seats,
It's fine, as long as we all know the truth that I was left out.
Stop being a wee cow. This Lauren,
Moody
lie
cow.
back, feet up. This is a therapy session. This is the only child in you coming out. Let's exercise it out of you.
Another reason to watch the episode today is that we have brand new chairs, don't we? Nice,
Yes. Cozy,
numbers
comfy
from,
ones.
I don't even know where these are. Where did you say these were from?
These were from B&M and they were in the sale.
Oh,
How good.
Such steal.
Yeah.
£100.
£100.
£100.
How great was that? A little Christmas presents from us to us.
From us to us for the set.
Guys, I was in London last week again.
Oh, she's a jet setter.
Oh my God, what am I like? And it was really, really good. So let me tell you, I went
Was
to
it
a
as
place.
good as the first time? You better not have had more fun.
It was different. It's not you,
Good,
it's me.
different?
It was different. It was just different. But this was for my work night out, like management night out, and it was really, really fun. I played the sticky thing on your head game, Who Am I? With the post-it notes. Everyone was going really like tame with a few Minnie Mouses. I was Elphaba. And the kind of the head man for my management, head honcho, Jonathan, was such a good sport. I was like, guys, I think I've taken it too far. I gave him fucking Bonnie Blue.
That's interesting though, isn't it?
What
What sort of questions was he asking?
He was like, am I a guy? No, am I, right, so I'm a girl. Am I a singer? Whatever. And I was going, nope, you may sing. And then it's so funny because
There's no way that he's ever going to be like, am I famous for shagging
I know,
hundreds
exactly.
of people in one day?
Yeah, but then he did say, am I an influencer? I was like, well, yeah, kind of. So the way we were answering the question, and then because everyone was laughing, he went,
Yeah.
am I an OnlyFans person? I was like, yes. He went, I was like, think of my homeland. That's why I did it, because it's a Scottish word. Bonnie.
I've never realised that before actually.
It's such a pretty name.
Yeah.
It's a pretty name. So eventually I got it, and I remember all the girls were like, oh my God, why have you done that? Like, he's going to be pure pissed off. Like, that's so inappropriate. But you know what? Good for the lols.
Good for
He
the
loved
lols.
it. He thought it was hilarious.
What was the thing again? If you're going to be a porn star, your name would be your first pet's name and the street name that you grew up in.
Yeah.
So what would yours be?
But apparently that was a whole scam. Did you not know this?
Oh, what's your mother's maiden name? What's your 3-digit security code?
Yeah. But it's basically like a way to find out like what your security questions would be so that they can hack your account.
That's
Because everyone was
never
in-
been a security question for me.
Your mother's maiden name is a security question. That's usually like the first one they ask.
First pet's name is definitely one.
Yeah. First person, and then everybody was sharing all their details.
Okay,
that was
well,
when
let's
you could
let's
hack it.
not answer that then.
Let's not answer that.
What would you want it to be?
I don't know.
Tinsel tits.
Oh,
if
that
you
would
were
be
just a
great
Christmas one.
That would be Santa sack. This would be festive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Santa sack. How you doing that one? I think if I was ever to do OnlyFans, it's going to be a foot one.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to be. Maybe I'm tinsel toes.
Tinsel toes.
Yeah.
So toes,
Nice.
nice.
Do something weird with the feet. I don't know what, but
Could be like Fungus Fiona or something like that.
yeah. By the way, someone will have that fetish.
They will.
They will.
Like
People are
athlete's
catching
foot.
farts in jars and selling them. I'm going to say somebody's got an athlete's foot fetish.
Are we any further forward? We'll find out when we get into the DMs, but we need to find out who this man is, the culprit who keeps saying farter to different girls.
know.
Because I don't know if this was in, I think it was in confession sessions, right? But to catch us up if you're not on that, which you should be, go and click the link below and you can listen to the episode from last week. But we basically had a guy in a story a couple of weeks ago that had messaged a girl after they had done missionary only and said, "Thanks for last night, couldn't stop staring at your farter." And she was like, "How the fuck did you see that? And also, why are you saying that?" But then we've, in confession sessions, had a separate girl who was on a date with a guy who commented on a girl's farter
Another
as she
farter?
walked past.
But could this be a geographical thing?
Yes, because a lot of the people that message us are from Glasgow. I think it's the same culprit.
But
This guy.
Lauren thinks this maybe like is like an area thing.
Yeah.
Like they all say farter in a particular area.
Could it
I don't know
be like
anyone that
a
says it.
Hamilton thing?
Could it just be a friendship group thing? Maybe it's not the same person, but they commonly talk like that.
Maybe.
Farter.
Oh,
I think it's very, very niche though, and I think there's a guy out there, and I think we might have more women come forward.
big farter.
you?
They've had the farting
Big
experience.
farter.
Yeah.
Ailey, do you fart?
No.
Me neither. I'm Baby Spice.
Does Baby Spice not fart?
Baby Spice doesn't fart.
Of course she doesn't.
She doesn't.
Do you know, it's always a mild concern, not a forefrontal concern, but in the back of my mind, Fraser had the biggest crush ever on Baby Spice when he was younger. And I remember, I think I've told this story a million times, but you're hearing it again. Primary 1 came, everyone picks their pencil case. What did he go for? Spice Girls. And all the kids in his class were like, or the boys were like, "Oh, you like girls, you like Spice Girls." He was like, "Yeah, I fancy them all."
Because I'm a lad.
Because I'm a lad and I fancy birds age 5.
Who
you know
have
what I
you
mean?
got?
Deal with
boys
that.
on?
Loser.
Loser.
But his fave, like ultimate fave, is Emma Bunton. And I'm like, I always refer to Lauren as Emma Bunton. I
It's
hope
just
this
'cause
has
I'm
not
the
become
blonde in the group.
scandalous at any point, you know?
It's just because I'm the blonde in the group.
No, but
That's
you are
it.
very Emma.
You always get the novelty blonde, don't you?
Yeah.
In every group.
Novelty?
Novelty blonde.
Novelty.
Novelty blonde.
Novelty blonde.
Talking of which, by the way, when I was away, I've actually got a couple of stories from when I was away, so let me just tell you this, right?
Okay.
I was in a place called The Ned, which hilarious because by
funny.
anyone else's standards here, The Ned would be like, that's like us having one in Glasgow, a big place. This was like a
Big fancy place.
Big fancy hotel, like it's like one of the original London buildings. It's got like all those like kind of original features, all that kind of thing, right? It's
Stunning.
very grand. Think like Home Alone, really Christmassy, everything's burgundy, plush velvet, like the ceilings are higher than you can even see. It just goes to a wee point in the sky.
Well,
It was unbelievable, right? But it's called The Ned. That's like us having one in Glasgow and calling it the Chav.
The chav. Yeah. the
You
big
basically have
fancy
a
chav.
place called the non-educated
I
delinquent.
hope you told everyone this.
I did. It was the only thing I kept saying repeatedly.
I couldn't go over it.
You know, you have one thing of the night that you always repeat, and you say it again for anyone that will listen. That
Yeah.
was my thing. You know, this place would actually just be called the Chav.
that is a
Over
that's
and
a
over
word,
and over.
It's a big word, and how do you
It's
not
a big
know
word.
it?
It's a big word. Anyway, in the Ned, there were loads of groups of people. It wasn't one of those things you go to and it's like several office parties happening in one room. We had our own room. And other people had their own room, yeah. But then when that was kind of done, they were like, "Do you want to head downstairs to the bar?" Bar was massive, several different bits you could get drinks, loads of wee nooks you could go and sit at, and loads and loads and loads of people, specifically men, in finance.
Oh.
This fund.
Six men in
6'5",
finance.
blue eyes.
6'5" is a bit tall, to be honest.
A lot of them were not 6'5". A lot of them did not have blue eyes. A lot of them were just old men.
Yeah.
Which
a
was
lot of
fine.
them were just finance.
Yeah, they were just finance. And they were all like measuring cocks, you know, that way. Like, literally, like, "Oh, did you secure the deal on that million? Yeah, just that mil." All that shite, right? You could hear it. Anyways, I was just like eavesdropping, of course, because I'm a nosy bastard. And I noticed a guy talking to another girl, right?
Uh-huh.
And he said about her being blonde. This is why I'm talking about this, because you said about being blonde. Mm-hmm. He was like, "Oh my God, you're like, do you know what? You're so pretty. Like, you're such a nice blonde. I just love a blonde." And he was flirting and flirting and flirting. And she wasn't like flirting back in any way. She was just like, "Oh, thanks very much, pure awkward." And I was just there and I kind of get brought into the conversation. And me being the pure
How
dick.
can you get brought into that conversation?
Did you bring yourself in?
Did you take yourself in that conversation? Did you see a female in need of help?
If we watched the live footage of it, it would just be
doesn't
Ash
matter.
moving right in.
It doesn't
Hi, I've been
matter how
brought
it
in
happened. I was brought in whichever way.
by just
By the no-
by fate.
By yourself.
Yeah. And there was me being the big shit stirrer that I am. And he said, oh, I love a blonde. I went, oh, is your wife blonde? And he went, what? I was like, I was just wondering if your wife was blonde. He went, how would you even know that I would be married? I went, just because you've got a dent there on your ring finger.
Is he taking his ring off?
Dirty bastard. Where's that fucking bell?
Oh, where is the bell?
Yeah, he was all for like the cheat that night. And he had this big dent, which I'm going to say was years worth of wearing. This was not, yeah.
And what did he say? Did he?
His face went crimson. He was so embarrassed. And I was like, that's a win.
What did the girl do?
She just laughed. And then we exited the chat.
Good.
I hope you just took a few steps backwards and just watched him.
I did.
Made him feel really embarrassed.
It was a movie.
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, yuck.
Caught you.
Cheating bastard.
Mm-hmm. And then another one, I seen a guy outside who was like, I was like waiting to go away, and he bent down to pick something. This was like at the front of the place, so it was actually really cute. There was loads of like bands and all that playing, like a trumpet thing.
Yeah.
And felt very Home Alone.
Yeah.
Christmassy.
Love
and
that.
This guy dropped something, and when he bent down, I heard a ting 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 ting.
No.
And a wedding band fell out his pocket. I was like, "Yous are all say the word."
No. Cunt.
Seedy,
Rat
dirty
cunt. That's even
bastards.
worse. That's a step up from rat bastard. Rat cunt.
Rat cunts. So bad. So bad. It was everywhere. And then it gets even worse, because listen to this. Sorry, I'm really taking over this pod, but I just feel like I have to tell. So I went down to the toilets. Toilets were gorgeous. There was 3 chairs that were connected, like conjoined chairs. They were all back to back, like Kappa. Imagine like a wee triangular shape.
Right.
And these women were like, oh, we want to sit on them, because I was sitting in one. I was like, oh, that's fine, on just go, because I wanted a picture, right? I would say they were in like mid-40s, right? They all
Okay.
looked super glam, gorgeous. You could tell they were best of friends. And they sat in this
This
chair.
is instantly Sex in the City is what I'm imagining.
Absolutely, right. There was for sure. Well, we were missing one, but yeah, it was 3 of the cast. So
You were the 4th.
I was never. No, I'm not a part of this. Wait till I tell you. So they sat down in these chairs, and they were like, "Can you take a picture for us?" No problem. They were at the age though when you take a picture of someone, and sorry if this happens to you, I feel like it is an age thing though, because that happens to every member of my family as they get older. When you take a picture, and one person will have their eyes closed.
Oh, yeah.
Usually
It's
you.
usually you.
It's always me. I really struggle.
That's why it's an age thing. That's why it's an age thing.
I can't help it.
So I took literally about 8 of these pictures. I had to laugh because they were like, take it on Instagram stories with this 4K ultra filter on.
Oh, girls.
So we were catfishing. But you know what? Listen, respect the hustle.
That's Christmas
So anyway,
time. Do what you want.
They were sitting in this thing, took their picture, and one of them, who in my head was Jerry Halliwell with the bigger, longer hair, was like, oh, I'm going to post that and make my ex jealous. I went, oh, have you just split up with someone? She's like, yeah, my ex-boyfriend's like, oh, I'm just going to post it to make him jealous. And then we all get chatting, because my friends were there as well, and they were just dead nice women. And they were asking like where I was from and all that. Usually the accent lures them in.
Yeah.
So we were having a chat about that, and then she said something about her husband. I went, wait, is that one you've just split with? And she went, no, I'm with my husband.
Sorry.
In my head, I'm doing the butterfly in the sky, trying to do all the maths, right? I'm like, so if you have a husband, but you have an ex-boyfriend,
Are you just recently married?
you just recently married, right? Exactly. So I was like, oh, right. And she went, no, I've got a husband, but I've also got a boyfriend.
And then you look down and
And I
see the
went,
dent on her finger.
No. She never had the ring on, but there was no dent.
Oh.
Basically, I would never have known. So, which means she takes it off regularly, I'm going to say. But anyway, I was like, right, so do they know about that? And she was like, oh yeah, they have it too. I went, what do you mean? She was like, all of us have got husbands and all of us have got boyfriends.
So it's like a group pact.
But
Like a sorority.
I said, do your husbands know? Because I thought maybe it's just like a setup. Maybe they're all just living in these like non-committal, what do you call that? Like non-monogamous, open relationship, non-monogamous. What do you call that again?
Non-monogamous. I didn't realise I could say that. Monogamous.
Monogamous.
You sound like Nemo.
Monogamous.
Right. They all had boyfriends and they all had husbands and they all knew about it. As in the husbands didn't know, but the pals knew.
But I bet the husbands also have their little pact.
Well, apparently not, because apparently the husbands are all boring and don't go out. and they were basically like, we just need to live our life, we're sick of it. And I was like, oh my God, that's actually quite sad. I think that quite sad, girls. Like, you not just divorce them. They were like, no. They went, are you all married? And all of us that were chatting were, and they were like, listen, we just hope you have married for the right reasons, because we married for all the wrong reasons.
They went for the man in finance.
For the man who had all the money, no chat, right?
Right, that makes sense.
They basically, at that point, they said, in their words, I don't know if you kind of go, right, okay, it makes sense. For an advice point of view, they basically said when they were younger, each of them married someone who they thought would be financially stable for them. So their hormones were all going, provider, stable, good for my kids, good husband material. That's what I'm looking for.
Unfortunately, also boring.
Shame though. So, and then they basically said that when that all happened, all their kids are up and they've grown up and moved out. And they're just looking at each other going, well, this is fucking boring.
Well, why not get to fuck now then?
Right, well, this is what I said. I was like, why not do that? And she was like, because I love him. Like, I do actually love him, but I just don't fancy him at all. They were basically saying, we don't fancy our husbands and we don't want to be with them sexually. And that's why they go elsewhere and they go with like guys that are a bit more fun.
Oh man, I feel
it's
like
long-term stuff, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, as in, like, the people they've been with are like 2-3 years.
Wow.
And they've never been caught. I'm like, how did you meet them? I was like, just 1 second to do some journalism. Just tell me some more. Sit back down in that quad chair. So I was asking her, I was like, how did you meet? She worked, I'm not going to tell too much actually, because you never know where this pod goes, right? But she met him through our work. He was a client, got chatting. She meets him in the woods and all that. She meets them in his van. They sometimes go to a hotel for the day. They do the day stay in the hotel.
Oh my God.
She's like, she was literally like, it's so fun. Like, it keeps me alive. It's just like, that is what I need to do, because I just know it would kill my husband if I left him, because we are actually in love, but we're just not like that. There's no spark.
I'm trying to not do the misogynistic thing of being like, oh, that's such a shame, because it was the other way around. We'd be going, oh, the guy's a bastard.
Yeah, maybe if she put a little bit of effort into her husband though with doing that kind of shit, then it wouldn't be so boring.
Or if she just likes him as a friend, you can split up and still be friends.
Exactly.
You could still even live together. You just have to like tell him that you're sleeping with somebody else. He might be with you and pure sticking with you because he's like,
he feels like the provider for you.
He's committed and he's like, I'm not going to ever do that. I've made a promise, blah, blah, blah. And then you're doing that behind his back. That feels really wrong.
It was so bad. I was like, you need to leave them. Like, you need to just let them down and don't ever let them find out it was because of an affair. Just like amicably, consciously uncouple.
Yeah, because you're right. See, if the roles were reversed and it was a guy sleeping about with somebody else and the wife didn't know, we would be up in arms about it. And it's like,
so I did think it was terrible, right? And I still do think it's awful. But what she did say was, when did you get with your husband? I was like, well, we've known each other since we were in our teens. Like, we literally got together when I was like 16, and then we kind of split up for a bit, got back together. And she was like, are you friends? I was like, absolutely, like best of pals. Like, we've married for the right reasons. And she's like, yeah, you probably won't be us when you're older. Then we just did it for the wrong reasons.
That's really
sad. It makes sense. If you're going to go and marry somebody because they've got money, then that's not going to be your main focus your whole life.
Also, if you marry somebody just for their money, then you're a gold digger bitch.
I know.
And London's a weird place.
Yeah.
Can I give you my rant of the day?
Of course.
See, driving in here this morning, see the M8, right? See the motorway.
Slip down towards
Junction 18.
I don't even know.
At the interchange. And see all that chat. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Where, just tell me, is it the cut off for the fort? Is it the cut off for Charing Cross? Because it's about all I know, really. That's it. Number one, right? Why are those lanes still shut? Because nothing's happening.
No, it never is.
Number two, why are people driving so slow past a police car when we're already in traffic? All it's done is stopped off to help a van that's broke down. You don't need to ogle it. You don't need to do it. Number three, how come it gets such gridlock at the back, right? But then see, once you get to a certain point, everybody's driving freely. How does that happen?
Yeah, because it's always the same bit. Everyone goes slow for a mile for no reason, and then it speeds up again towards Charing Cross.
I actually can't. That was my anger.
Yeah.
This morning driving in.
We all just keep driving at the same speed.
Absolutely.
Why who's the first one that starts braking around?
Who's slowing us down?
Yeah.
Because there's no congestion at the other end. Do you want to know my other rant of the day?
Lay it all
Mixed
out.
Christmas lights. Why?
Oh,
On what?
Yes,
You're
I hate
either
this.
cool or warm. You're either
Cool
a
or
warm
warm.
white, or you're a cool white,
Cool or
or
warm.
you're multicoloured.
I can't bear it if I see a house that has warm on the top, like the top or the bottom or the side or the front or the trees or
Yep.
the bushes,
Yep.
and then somewhere else they have cool.
Yeah, you need
Actually-
to pick it. You need to pick one and go with it.
I'm gonna say I can't bear the cool lights. I don't like a cool white. It's cold. It's frosty. It's icy. I'm not a fan. It should feel like candlelight. I do actually love the colour and chaos lights.
Colour and chaos is great.
Every year I do think, should I just ditch all my stuff and just go for the colourful 90s theme
If you
and get
do.
the foil things that hang from the ceiling?
Oh, I thought you
It's
meant for
so much more-
outside.
No, I mean for inside. So I
But for
would go
outside, it would be great because if you did do that, I would fully expect you to have your Santa dress with the fur and give it Betty, hi, Drrrr, Martha Mayhew,
Absolutely.
all over your house.
Multicoloured
next
lights
year.
is my mum and dad's house.
It's so
yeah.
cosy though, isn't it?
It's actually as if a light shop has vomited on their house.
I love that so much.
My dad has this like weird thing about Christmas where he's just like it instantly is taken back to being like an 8-year-old child.
Yeah.
And he has so many Christmas lights, it is actually unreal. None of them match, but then it makes them all match because they're all multicoloured.
Yeah,
The matching is being unmatched.
Chaos is the theme.
Chaos. It is
love it
chaos.
so
I
much.
kind of feel like the men who love the Christmas lights on their house are the same species of men who love a gas barbecue.
He does like his barbecue.
Do you know what that is? It's the manly tasks of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But only because it's an outdoor thing though.
Yep,
Girls get
absolutely.
cold outside. We're going to make this a really ranty episode because I have a rant also.
Oh, go for it.
I
Let's
might
hear
have
it.
ranted about this before actually, but it's going to continue.
Rant about it again.
I am now 3 tables down.
No, can't
I'm
bear it.
sorry. I feel like the issue is you though.
It's not me.
It's not her.
me.
I've seen it with my own
Like,
eyes.
thank you so much. Right, because
Yeah,
I
but
have
see the
ordered-
last table you bought.
Oh, look at you getting a shoulder out. Woo,
See the
woo.
last table that you bought.
Uh-huh.
It was rank.
What with
Uh-huh.
Herbie Ailey? I've never seen that before in my life.
I just feel like that,
Hurting Lauren's shoulder.
She
feel like
wanted.
that-
I even put my Christmas underwear on today.
I feel like at that moment they should play the
Oh, I've got good
Tell
stuff
Me
on
About
as
It, Dad.
Yeah,
and
good
put
set
the-
on as well.
These are brand new band pants.
Oh,
So brand new, I still have the tag.
Oh, wow. Fancy.
They're fancy because it's a ribbon tag.
Ooh, Ailey, shows your bra.
Oh, I've just got a plain black one on. It's not fancy.
Boring.
Black.
Mine's just plain white, but it's from Victoria's Secret.
Oh, she pushy girl.
She got a secret.
Oh, she pushy girl.
Anyway, so I ordered.
Sorry.
Table number 1 came, right? Meant to be like a nice, just a nice oak, natural oak colour, right? The photo on the website is like a nice, perfect colour of wood, right? It arrives, it's fucking bright orange, right?
Do you check the review pictures?
Yeah, but there's not always review pictures.
I
Sometimes
wouldn't
it's
buy
just
if there's
written
no
review.
review pictures.
Oh, well.
So what do you do? Do you get them to build it up and then you say, nah, I don't want to take
the
it back?
see the first. So the first 2 just arrived in the box. I literally opened the box and I went, oh my God.
Orange.
Orange. My mum actually took delivery of the first one because I was away out and she was like, Ailey, you're gonna hate it. I can tell you already you're gonna hate it. As soon as I seen it, I was like, that needs to go back. So then I have to get somebody to come out and pick it up. Second one, again, I was like, no, I'm gonna go for something a wee bit ashier. It'll be fine.
Cool toned.
Bright orange. Again, I actually think it was the same table, but through a different company.
No.
I think they just sent the same one and they've got the same
Great.
supplier or something, right? Because again, orange. Number 3, I went for another table, totally different colour. This one, the picture was beautiful. It was so ashy and ashy but creamy.
I didn't like it.
Well, that's fine, Lauren, but I loved it. I loved
Not
it.
like it.
I didn't like it.
See, when it
What did
came,
you not like about
I
it?
didn't like the fact it was so many different woods on this.
but this
on
is the
it.
thing. In the picture, it wasn't. In real life, it was. It was completely different. So the one in the picture was like an ashy kind of creamy colour, perfect, not yellow or gold in the slightest. It came. The guys built it up, right? Because that was apparently part of the service. Built it up for me, and then see when I stood up and I seen it, like you say, it's patchwork
Yeah.
of orange, pink, dark mahogany. I was like, what the fuck is this? Why did they edit the pictures of furniture?
No.
Why did they pull the saturation down? Why are you trying to trick me when I'm going to see it in real life? I'm going to find out.
Because they know it's ugly.
Yeah, well, but why sell me it? Now you're going to have to come pick it up.
'Cause you're
It
gonna
just
have
drives
to
me mad.
pay.
It actually drives me mad. Don't missell me things that I am going to find out about.
Can I tell you what to do?
What?
Go into a furniture shop.
Where? Where is there a You can't go to Buchanan Street of furniture shops. There's none.
House of Share.
There's furniture shops everywhere.
Where?
Morel.
There's Dwell
Where's that?
near a Matalan
Near
Yeah.
Matalan?
and near Starbucks.
They're all over the place and they're few and far between.
Do you know what though? It's going to be a lot less hassle.
It will be now. I've gave up.
John Lewis.
Yeah, Johnny Lou.
Big Johnny Lou.
Big Johnny Lou.
Never heard that before, but I'm going to use that now.
What about
It's much more fun than saying John Lewis.
Yeah, it is actually.
Same as saying Marquis.
Marquis?
Marquis is way more fun than M&S.
Yeah, but anyway, that's been massive. So I've got 2
Sainsbury's.
tables sitting in my living room just now. 2 tables side by side. I've got my original one. I've got my other one needs to get picked up. I seen one in Marketplace that I liked and I thought, I can't buy that. I can't have 3 tables in here. It's not fair.
It's like the fucking Last Supper. But
think-
them all lines up.
There's everyone.
There's all
everyone
these
come to mine.
disciples coming round.
Get the one off a Marketplace though, and then get your old one away.
I'm trying
And then
to.
the other one will get picked up, and then you'll only have one.
I know. I need to do it. I just can't stand buying things anymore. It's just fucking driving me mad.
The stubbornness in me, but kind of has that wee feeling now where I go, I want to find the table that she likes.
Oh, please do. Everyone is welcome.
We need to be the buyer.
The amount of people on Instagram that are like, Ayla, we found you the perfect one.
Oh my
Here
God.
it is. And they send me it and I go, I love that as well, but it's not going to be that colour when it arrives. It's going to be orange. They're all orange.
Couldn't you just maybe get one that you like and it's not too spenny and then you can do
A wee
a wee sand back?
Would love to do that. Can't find one that's not expensive though. See, if you're going to be able to sand it, it needs to be solid wood and you need to...
Plus,
Can
you
I
know
tell you
what?
what you
See,
shouldn't
for
have
the
done?
hassle.
Know what you shouldn't have done? Shouldn't have fucking sold the one you had.
I still got it.
The original one.
I still got the original one. It's just too big.
I like it.
I love
How
it
is
as well.
it too big?
It's too big by about 30 centimetres. It's too big.
How
Where?
about you take it to a carpenter?
I don't think you can do that. People have said that to me. Why not get somebody to cut it down the middle?
You can get it all out.
It's going to ruin it, but...
It won't ruin it.
No, it's at the
I
top of
promise
it's
you.
beautiful. It would just ruin it.
I promise you, what they can do these days with these things, unbelievable. I got a footstool recovered once. Still have it, and it's amazing. It matches my sofa.
How is it too big now when I feel like you've now got more space?
No, it's just that she's decided she doesn't like the size of it for the
It's too
space.
big. It's always been too big.
I think
I
you
just
just
loved it
let's
so
just
much,
get
I
it
kept
altered. We need to alter more things. I've said this before. Dresses, buy them too big, get it snatched in where it needs to be snatched.
Right, can we make this a thing, actually, because nothing ever fits me.
Yep.
Nothing fits me.
We
need
need so
to-
short.
Alterations.
No, do you
are
know
a
where I'm
thing.
short? Do you know where I'm short? I'm short
Torso.
between the nipple and the
The
shoulder.
same.
Everything
Shortness.
is too long here. So every dress I've got, if it's a strappy dress, there's always about this much. Where
Which is a surprise because you've got the girls to fill it.
Yeah, that's true. But it's actually maybe not
It's
even
just
from the
about-
nipple. It's more from the collarbone.
Yeah.
It's virtually just the shoulder area.
Are you sure it's not just torso is short?
Torso's also short. That's another problem. It's a separate issue. But the tops are always too long. The straps are always too long. I did actually buy that thing off TikTok Shop. It was a $16.99 for a thing that you're supposed to...
The stitcher.
The stitcher.
The stitcher that you could literally do by yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking, right? It was a pure impulsive buy.
It's not
And
like you
see
at
when
all.
See when it arrived.
A needle in a thread is about 1 pence.
Yeah.
See when it arrived, it looked like something that you would find in the very back of one of those old dusty shops that sell things that like...
It's a Kimble gun.
It's a Kimble.
That's how people are shortening their dresses and everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not being funny, but we had them in Matalan to fire on the price tags.
That's true.
Yeah, I've never taken it out of the box. It just arrived. It looked so dusty and old.
There was nothing more satisfying. I am a boss here. I'm Kimble gunning stuff. Are you joking me? I'm deciding what prices these are going to be.
I'm selling how much these are getting market for.
I am the be all and end all right now.
I don't know if you've seen this, Ash. I feel like you should have. Because it should have been targeted right to you.
Is this the bit where everyone was saying the aliens aren't coming here, they're actually leaving?
Oh, what? Shit, I haven't seen that. No, it wasn't
And all I'll
that.
say is, people who are native to the area, I'm going to say the aliens were here first. When you're anywhere, for example, if there was a bushfire,
Yeah.
all the animals escape before that fire emerges.
Yeah.
Because they know if
Do
the
they?
aliens are leaving, something's happening.
Well, apparently
And
what's
we're all
happened...
just-
Oh, for the love of God, man.
Ah, they're leaving. They're leaving. You can't stop me.
You can't run those little high heels. Apparently, people in New Jersey are saying that they can see car-sized drones in the sky
Yep.
flying around regularly at night time. And somebody official, right, he was in a suit and tie, so I'm going to say he wasn't talking shit.
Nah, I'm sorry.
Who gave you that information?
that
Sure sign.
That's
I
a
believe
fact. It's a fact. He said, this guy came out and said, we don't know who it is, but they don't appear to be a threat.
it's because it's
How
it's,
do you
it's
know?
Ryanair. They're just doing a short flight.
Maybe they were. That's going to be cheaper, isn't it? Surely.
I am sorry, right? But see if that was the case, all the Facebook mums would have it on Facebook. It'd be all over TikTok. It'd be all over Instagram.
It is.
It's
You're
not
just
the
too busy
but
watching
it
Dancing
is on
Dogs,
TikTok.
Lauren.
I don't watch Dancing Dogs anymore.
What do you? Oh, you're the gym rat
You're too
content
busy
now.
watching. See if someone pulled one of their cars and started bench pressing it from the sky, then you'd be interested.
Then I'll see it.
But that's not
See
the
it
case.
If the aliens were buff, you'd know all about it.
I imagine the aliens would be buff.
Ooh, they'll
No,
be
they're really
slimy.
skinny. They're skinny with huge heads, aren't they? They're not like space raiders.
Why are you asking me?
You should know.
Ailey said to me last night, your chat GPT is so kind to you. And it
Yes.
seems so friendly. I'm like, it knows all about me. I've actually went, I introduced myself to it.
Why?
I said, hi, nice to meet you. My name is Ash and I have 2 children. Ella is 9 and Charlie is 7. And see, whenever I ask it questions now, it often refers back to the kids.
Do you know what's funny about that, right? Is the amount of people that'll hit like, don't save my data. You're not allowed my data. Ash is literally on ChatGPT. Here's all
My
my
mum's
data.
maiden name is.
Yeah.
And if I had a porn star name, it would be.
Let's get to know each other, ChatGPT.
At least I know that when it all goes to shit, me and my chat GPT, which I've always called it GPT, not GBT, like Hayley.
Because it is
mine says-
GPT.
It is GPT, but
See if it's
GPT
true. Will
Me-
you make
me-
sure that you take us with you?
No, because you are not believers. You look at me and you mock me, and do you know what they'll do? See, before you get outcast to whatever oblivion you go to, they'll actually take the podcast episodes and they will make an amalgamation of all the times you've ever mocked or made some weird face at me from my...
I don't. I just
Beliefs.
question it. I just question it. However, she will be useless. But if it comes to the end of the world, I'm an expert.
on what?
The Walking Dead.
But we're not zombies.
No, there's. I feel like there's no zombies in an alien.
How do we know
takeover.
that? How do we know? Because they might start working on people's brains.
They don't have to. They can just talk to you telepathically. Didn't you hear last week? They communicate, but sometimes it's not verbal.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
I think they're talk shite. These guys. I think they're. See the one
See,
thing.
right now they're looking at you going, see that one that forgets to close their front door and thinks we talk shit.
See the one thing that does make me question it, right, is why is it always America? It's always
Yeah.
America. Why is there nobody in any other continent that's going, oh, we can see these
Well,
things?
Didn't you see Manchester Airport?
What about it?
The big, huge orb, like metal ball thing that landed at the airport.
No, is that true?
Did you not see this?
No, I think it's lies. Do you know what? Do you know why I can't believe this? Because see the amount of videos that I see now on Instagram and stuff, right? And it's Christmas trees, and then all of a sudden the branches just start morphing into like green caterpillars with 10 eyes. Have you seen these? It's
This
like
is
all
your
the eight.
TikTok
Lauren,
feed. It's so
Lauren, this is really not backing up your case if I don't watch Dancing Animals.
But it's like it's the AI things. Have you seen it, Murray?
I've seen it.
See, Murray's seen it.
It is horrid. The one
And
I've
it's
seen
like
it was
the cat.
donuts that turned into wee puppies. I'm like,
And it's the cat as well that walks and it basically looks like it's dripping like treacle or something like that. This is why I can't believe it. However, I did for a minute, I was for a minute a believer until I realised that it was just Glasgow green with the big lights in the sky. Have you seen that? And
Glasgow.
it looks like a big spaceship, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's
And also, did you
attractions.
ever see last year there was a news report done, right? And it was like an expert. I want to say astronomer, but it's not what it is. Like a space kind of guy, right?
Space cowboy.
expert.
I'm going to say astronomer sounded so much better.
Astronomer,
We
but
should
is
have
that
done
not
it-
the one that's like about like Pisces, Aries? Is that
No, that's
astrology?
astrology.
Right, okay.
Astrology.
Right, so astronomer, whatever he was walking on.
We're not so sure, but we're going to say yes.
Let's
No,
go
for
with
that.
Space Cowboy.
So he was this
Keep
space
laughing.
this space cowboy was getting interviewed, right, walking along with this newsreader about an asteroid hit.
This is the return of the space cowboy.
This guy's walking along the beach with a newsreader, right? And he's
Right.
getting interviewed about this asteroid that hit a beach in England, right? And he's going, yes, I mean, I think we found the asteroid. I think this is it here. It's actually disintegrated on its way into the Earth's atmosphere and it's caused this huge crater on the beach, right? So he's given his expert advice, and then it went on TikTok, and actually the day before, there had been about 5 or 6 big drunk guys on the beach just digging a huge hole. They dug the hole, and then the next day they had an expert going, this has been an asteroid that's hit this, and I've found the asteroid, just found a rock. And he was like, this is the one that came from space, and everyone thought it was amazing, and he was just wrong, but everybody thought because he was an expert.
How can you be an expert at something, though, that we don't have a lot of knowledge about?
Well, he thinks he had all the knowledge.
Well, he's
Because
a
he's
fucking
read
liar.
from library books.
He's a liar.
But imagine watching that, and it's like you and your pals, and you're like, that was me that dug that
Aye.
fucking hole yesterday. Dug that with my bare hands. That was an asteroid.
Yeah, but asteroids are real.
Yeah, they are real.
Meteors are real. Aliens, I'm not so sure.
Do you know what I feel like we need to discuss quickly, because
What?
it's really something that's really hurt me?
What?
Barry Keoghan, or however
Keoghan.
you fucking say his name,
Keoghan.
cheated on Sabrina Carpenter.
Heartbroken for her.
The one that deep throats the microphone on stage.
Literally like
I mean,
everyone's
he
favourite
should
girl just now.
Yeah, the favourite girl.
And he was punching well above his weight,
Completely.
which is
Wee man syndrome.
it's wee man syndrome, and it's what they
I
say.
can't believe she was trying to Juno with him.
Oh no, give him an inch and he'll take him out. If you give him the
I think he
confidence.
only has an inch.
Oh, he's only got, oh yeah, I would say so.
Can't remember. I did watch.
You did watch what? Oh,
But
He gets naked in that,
does he?
in perspective, though, he is quite a small man.
Yeah.
Therefore, it might be like the Cam Obscura situation where it may appear larger. It's like when you get that
Objects
thing,
in the mirror.
Objects in the mirror may appear closer than they actually are.
Yeah.
It may be a situation like that. And the camera adds £10, therefore I think could add length.
It could add girth.
We'll never
Girth.
know. But yeah, it just shows give a man some confidence, and he just takes it too far.
Too far, Barry. That literally should have been her response if he said, "Listen, really sorry this happened." She should have went too far. What
He's
her
a
response-
silly Billy.
Too far is on the same page as grow up.
Grow up.
Oh, just so simple, but hits hard.
Yeah.
Hits hard. I can't believe he hit that hard though.
No.
I mean, really, I feel like she should be getting thrown about by some big. Basically, she should have the same situation as Taylor Swift with the big football guy.
Oh, but can you imagine? She's literally like 4 foot tall.
I know.
Imagine her with a footballer. Or-
She'll just sit on his shoulder like a little parrot.
Yeah.
Elf on the Shelf.
You don't realise how small she is, because see her dancers,
Yeah.
they're all really short as well. All the guys that she gets are all really, really short. She's tiny.
Yeah.
Absolutely tiny. Wonder who she's going to go with next.
So
though.
tiny and petite. But, let's just covering all angles here. The girl that he went with as well, like, I'm not being funny.
The
If
best
you
thing
didn't know
is-
that Sabrina and Barry were together, then have you been living under a rock?
Yeah, she
Which
knew.
makes
She
you
lives-
also a cow.
She lived in LA.
She knew. Also, the way that she's called Brecky Hill, and everyone was saying it's Becky Hill.
Don't bring Becky into this. She's done nothing wrong.
Who the
Poor
fuck
Becky
has a
Hill.
child and calls it Brecky?
What
It's
is
got
Do
to
you want
be.
some Brecky? Breakfast?
that's
Yeah,
breakfast.
Brecky has Brecky. A bit of
Brecky,
Weetabix.
Brecky Hill is a great cafe name.
Brecky Hill is.
Oh my God,
especially
that
if it was
is.
on a hill as well.
Oh, 100%.
Note that for when we
Just want to
start
go
our
to
cafe.
Brecky Hill.
Brecky Hill would be a great snack van name.
Snack van.
Sorry, guys.
You guys with the coughs.
Mine's is done. Mine's is only done for relief now. I don't have my husky voice anymore.
I know, you're back.
I'm working on mine.
Great.
I'm working on it.
Plenty of fluids.
I don't know if this even made the edit last week, but there was a moment where I just started frantically coughing, and that was the moment that I caught it, because as soon as I went home, I couldn't stop coughing, and then that's been me ever since.
Sorry.
Never got the nice husky voice though.
Oh, shame
She's got
for
the annoying
you.
cough.
Oh.
This week Ella went to BBC Studios, guys.
Oh,
Did a
did
wee
she?
Saturday morning thing.
Did
How
she enjoy
fun.
it?
She loved it, and do you know what? It's made me feel warm and fuzzy inside, because it was Saturday morning mashup.
Yep.
Did the kids watch it?
Is that like their SMTV or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not that they don't have SMTV Live. They just aren't watching Saturday morning mashup.
Yeah.
CBBS. CBBC.
CBBC?
CBBC?
The BBC?
CBBC is younger.
CBBC. So many letters.
Yeah.
Can I please have a vowel, Carol? CBBC channel have got it on in the morning on I think it's 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning.
Yeah.
So she was there in the audience. Pure Love and Life.
When they have to
Someone
dance.
get gunged.
Yeah. Oh, it's the best.
Oh, see, it's not kids' TV. Someone doesn't get guns.
And then as you left, everyone got a wee tub of slime that said Saturday morning mashup.
Cute.
It was fun. She loved it.
That's
7:30
what it's all
start.
about. It's
Away she
early,
went.
isn't it?
Christmas specials. So they wear like Christmas jumpers.
Cute.
Very sweet. She loved it.
Good for
Loved it. It
her.
was really fun. Right, shall I read this one out?
Sure.
Shall I read an embarrassing story?
Of course.
Right, all right, girls. Here's one I can't believe that I'm sharing, but here we go. In summer, it was absolutely roasting, and the only thing I'd eaten all day was a watermelon.
Delicious, nutritious. Health queen.
Go for more carbs next time. That doesn't sound very filling.
I don't like watermelon.
I
love watermelon.
Do you know why? Because I love the flavour, texture for me. Because I remember once I ate watermelon that had been sitting for too long, and it disintegrated in my mouth.
No, that's the worst.
And it was honestly, I wanted to gag.
See, when you go on holiday and you can actually buy either a full one or a half one, it's the best ever. See that sitting by the pool. Nothing feels more clean girl aesthetic.
It really doesn't.
It really does.
It really does. Yeah, maybe I just need to retry.
You do.
I love
You've got
pineapple.
trauma. You've got trauma from
I
the
can't
texture.
do pineapple after being pregnant.
No,
It nips my mouth unless it's
you
cooked.
too much
I
lilt.
love cooked.
You too much lilt.
That is it.
That's why you ruined it for yourself. Anyway, fast forward to the evening. I went on a date. We were laughing loads and everything was going great until I feel something. At first, I thought it was just a little fart, a little trump. Nope. Turns out that I'd sharted.
Nah,
What?
actually just...
From a watermelon?
Does watermelon do that to you?
Well, it's fruit. I remember I ate 7 oranges one day and I was fucking ill.
Oh, we used to through the eye of a needle.
Basically. Never
what-
felt skinnier.
I was going to say, no better feeling. Literally, I seize the day. You'll just see me running.
I feel like
Carpe diem.
she can't blame the watermelon. I feel that was going to happen anyway.
Oh, for fuck's
If
sake.
it's a full watermelon though, like that's a lot of liquid as well.
That's so embarrassing. Also, what were you wearing?
Fucking
Right, okay, I
stink
like
as
into
well.
the bathroom, hoping that it's not as bad as I think. Spoiler, it's worse. The back of my shorts, it's summer, the back of my shorts are wet and my knickers are full of shit.
No, actually.
Why is there always shit ones? Just horrific. I try rinsing them in the clean toilet.
Toilet
Wait.
water.
That's not clean.
No, I'm sorry. You take them off, you give yourself a wipe down, they go in the sanitary bin and you leg it out the door.
Wearing what?
Your shorts.
Hang on a minute. So when I flush, so she trying to say that when you flush it, the water that comes through is clean
my God,
again.
it's not.
It's not. Let me just. We'll need to have an explanation.
Has she been doing
about
like
all
a
this.
face wash, just like freshening up before she goes out?
Exactly. God, can you imagine when she goes to like Singapore and they've got all the really fancy toilets?
Yeah.
The toilet spas. Supposed to have the face
I don't
right in.
fancy that.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Right, anyway, she's been flushing it. When I flush, they're gone. Just like that. Flushed away. And I was gutted because I'd made an effort and worn a matching set for this date.
The matching set's never going to be the same though, that you've shat all over
Never.
it.
Also, you're presumptuous.
Did she say what it is?
She doesn't do the 5-date rule.
No.
Naughty
Oh, a
girl.
matching set as in her underwear set? Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Now I'm stood there in a panic with wet shorts and no knickers trying to find out how to dry everything without standing starkers in front of the hand dryer. In the end, I wrapped myself up in toilet roll in some kind of makeshift nappy and stand there drying my shorts, absolutely mortified. My date must have been wondering where I'd disappeared to, but eventually the waitress had come in to check on me. I panicked and told her I just had to make an important call, but there's no way I was admitting the truth about my accident.
I'm not
Hang
being
on.
funny, but that waitress has walked in and smelt you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She knows. She knows.
She knows.
Also, the way you would have let her trickle. Do you know what we never got an update on?
What?
The October, November, December, whatever that bar's called now, situation.
No, we never.
But I think it just died a death. I don't think anything ever happened again, but it
So,
would be
do you
so...
remember that?
Yeah.
If anyone doesn't know what this is, because I think it was the tail end of last year, wasn't it?
Yep.
People were going to a bar in Glasgow, and apparently there was at least 3 weeks in a row
Yeah.
where somebody suddenly and abruptly shat themselves in the middle of the bar.
Not remember one girl, like, collapsed on the floor and did it?
Uh-huh. And we thought, right, what's going on?
Is someone spiking
Is
the
someone
drink?
spiking the drinks?
100%.
Why does it keep happening in the same bar? We never ever got to the bottom of it. We actually should have phoned them.
Allegedly, this is what happened.
We should have got a comment.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. We won't say
But
the name of the bar.
also allegedly.
We did.
I think we did actually.
But also
We named dropped the
allegedly,
previous name.
allegedly, the girl who did my nails went and listened to our episode, went there that weekend, laughed with our friends, and was like, imagine that we went there and that happened. They then sat outside. Our pal then tapped her on the shoulder and went, do not look because you will spew. And she went, oh, shut up, as if that's actually happening. She went, I swear to God, and turned around and it was happening in the middle of the dance floor. So she's seen with her own eyes, and we also had other credible witnesses.
I'm not being funny as well, right? But we've all had the norovirus. You want to be nowhere but your own house and your own bathroom.
Even if you were 5 minutes away from home, that's far too long.
Oh, that's when the pain really sets in.
Oh,
I've got a genuine fear of norovirus. It actually
It's the
kills me.
sweat.
Do you know what actually kills me the most about the norovirus? It's the fact that you could get it and then your body doesn't build up like a resistance to it. So you've got about 2 weeks where you're free, right? And then you could get it again. So there was actually a school near me that had a norovirus outbreak. Everyone kept recatching it.
Oh God, just close.
And it went on forever. They then had to take like a week off the school where they deep cleaned the school and kept everyone apart. It was basically like a mini COVID outbreak at this school, and nobody could get away from it.
Ew.
it's the shit particles for me.
Oh, horrendous.
I can't bear it. See with kids.
I'm so sorry for listening to this. Oh yeah, wash your hands, Jesus.
Anyway, we're going to go move over to confessions, you guys. So if you're not already over there, then please go and join, because it's a place where we all chat.
Yes.
We have our group chat over there. We have the main episode video, and we've also got confession sessions videos we're waiting for you to go and watch. So click below if you're not already on there, and if you are, then we'll see you on Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.